you here. My name is Brian. I'm the program leader of product design in our school. Today I'm talking about how we frame our new curriculum, in particular a new program that we try to aim for the new future, and also some tips for someone who is interested in our course, and you may prepare your portfolio and then apply our course in coming months. So this is funny. My have suddenly become like that. Sorry, Tina. So we have a couple of colleagues here is providing different knowledge and expertise to support our product design program. And we have, of course, I'm the program leader, or we call discipline leader here. And we have the deputy discipline leader, Professor Shi, and also we have a couple of other colleagues from different places in the world, like Scott from Korea, Luke is from New Zealand, and some others from other places of the world. And we contribute to different programs as well as subjects. And that's why we are not the only professor who offer training to this program. But in fact, most of our professors, we teach different programs from BA to master course to PhD level as well. So as you may be aware, we are having a scheme. We have a foundation scheme, and supposedly, once you apply our course, you are aiming to study our top-up program alongside with the other students who promote from our product experience design cluster. We call product experience design cluster. The reason is that once the year one come in, they attend different courses, and also they will expose to 2D, 3D, 4D, different type of years, different techniques, different theories, and in the end, all the students will fight for 4 clusters. For those who come to product experience design, they expect to promote to either interaction design program or product design program. And that means once you graduate, you will carry a certificate, a degree called BA-Honors in product design. And this group of students will get a degree called BA-Honors in interaction design. Okay? So today we will touch on these 2 years of programs. So before you come to our course, please bear in mind this is, in fact, you can treat it as the expectation of the professors here. Yeah, this is about the mindset that we expect if you try to come to our discipline, product design discipline. We would like to prepare you to become a more like an expertise that who are having high curiosity, very good in creativity, and make contribution to your field. And I will explain a little bit more on that. First, we would like to have you to make very creative or bold assumption. That is, of course, in the society, product designer are expect to not only help the commercial world to, of course, we are talking about financial boom, right? We are talking about money, okay? But at the same time, we also talk about not only financial value that you can contribute, we also talk about the social innovations that you can bring into the society, including could you able to help the elderly community, could you help the people who need special needs or who may are suffering from different aspects, then how product design can solve those problems. And second, because we are a university, we are not a vocational training institution. We are very much focusing on the research. And research will facilitate you to come up with innovative ideas, okay, new ideas or novel approach to deal with the old days problem, or we are expecting we can try to solve some future problems as well. So we encourage you to carry out research. Here we call evidence-based design. Right? Evidence-based means you need to prove to us that how you come up with the design or your ideas. So if you are going to prepare your portfolio, please show us the thinking process. This is important. Don't just tell us your final outcome, or just an image of your final design. We would really like to know how you approach the problem, how you solve it, how you carry out the iterative process. And lastly is we expect you can collaborate with different people. You can come up with ideas that it is a good work. It's fine as long as you can tell us what's your role, how you contribute to the projects, and how you negotiate with your team members. This is also very important because we promote multidisciplinary learning here. Across not only the School of Design, but also the whole university, or work with other students from different universities in Hong Kong or overseas. So as long as we build a mutual trust, it will be fine. So please bear in mind on that expectation. And most importantly, because we are coming to product design discipline, usually our professor would like to understand how good you are at, say, three-dimensional ways of thinking, or three-dimensional visual thinking skill sets. Alright, so some students are very good at sketching, but it could be a two-dimensional approach. But for those who are interested in making things, building models, or solve three-dimensional related problems, let's say, okay, I can hack a furniture to solve a particular problem, or I like to fix something, or I like to build models, and I like to draw three-dimensional structures. Some are good at mathematics, some are not, it's fine. But as long as you are keen on craftsmanship, and also you excel in those areas, it could show us that you have potential to carry out our design exercise in product design disciplines. Here I use the word tangible. Tangible means something that you can touch. Although in these days, most product design students, you also need to carry out intangible experience, like the ideas that on the screen-based design, like the apps, the mobile game that you play around with. Those are intangible experience. But in our discipline, you are having trouble with dealing with the physical world first. We will provide you challenge to come up with or shape the physical world. The physical world including every product that you see here. Okay. And at the same time, you may expect to handle intangible experience. I will tell you a bit more later. Now, as I said, we are having a new curriculum. This is the first, I think now in year 4, they are having the first new curriculum cohort in our year 4. What's the new ideas or concept that we embed in our program is that first, we having a new course called Co-Creation in product design disciplines. It is a compulsory course. Co-creation means we need to learn and approach how we can empower different stakeholders or community members to work with designers. Let's say, how I can, I assume you are not a designer, but how I can develop a workshop, say for instance, that everyone can contribute to the design process. So I treat you as a designer, or I go to the nursing home, I work with the elderly, and how I can facilitate the elderly who become an elderly designer, who can develop the best elderly product for the elderly. Yeah, not us. Yeah. Okay. So this is important these days. Yeah. Like government, a lot of big corporations in the world, they expect designers who can handle this. But this is not easy. Not all designers can handle that. And also not much design school at BA level offer co-creation course. Yeah. Because we have this a few years ago, since we have the social design program, and I'm the first one to offer these subjects since those days. So last couple of rounds of revamp of the curriculum, I try to put this element into our product design course because it's become more important nowadays. And of course we have the new history class, because we are not only talking about the old days design product, from early 19th century to 1980. But after 1980, there are a lot of computer-related products, electronics products that are so-called smart, or even nowadays we have AI products. So the history is updated. And we also embed some new theories into the program, including UX, user experience design. So you will have the chance to sit with the interaction design student together. We use the same subject syllabus, the same teaching staff, and they will support everyone to understand how to develop UX research and UX design. That is also a very core, nowadays very important career as well in design world, and also in other business world. They are also talking about UX. And interface design, of course, the same as what I just said. We try to update our program from time to time, and also we will have some support to help you to use AI to develop new ideas which can envision new quality of life for our users or our communities. We are not trying to train you to become an AI programmer, but you need to are able to envision or imagine what would happen if we are living in a world with AI, or with or other technologies. AI is just one type of technologies that we will use. Okay, but maybe 10 years ago, later we don't have AI, we don't have this term. So that's why here we would like to use technologies. And also we try to integrate some new subjects together with the old one. Say we have an old subject called human skill in product design area, but we update to wearable technologies, as well as we invite our industrial center where there are a couple of engineers who will help everyone to come up with a working prototype using electronics and also basic programming to prove your new product ideas. Here, like some group of students last year, they try to tackle the people who use the walking plane and who cannot see the world clearly. There are spectrum of we call visually impaired person. So the student developed a plane and a goggle and also a app. This is a year 3 subject, but it looks like a year 4 projects. But this is a good work, so it should be fine. And we also have a new subject now occurring the first attempt to offer this subject we call virtual prototyping and storytelling. We are working on it. You will have the chance to look into how we can use virtual reality technologies to promote the ideas. And also, lastly is the new prototyping skill set that we embed in our program. Of course, as I said, we use generative design or AI-assisted technologies to help you to visualize your ideas. But there's also one of a training course we call interactive product prototyping, where, as I said, this just told you before, the slide before, the student need to come up with a demonstration and then to prove your concepts. There are 2 types of proof of concept. One is technical proof. this is a design or visual proof or user experience proof. So this is two different concepts that we will prepare you to handle. So this is all the facilities here that we may help you to overcome the design challenge. We have different workshops here, and of course you will be quite busy. I saw maybe some parents here. If your kids come, then you will realize you may not have chance to meet them quite often. This is what my mom tells me. Seems the sun is disappearing because we stay at the studio. This is a place that we can stay for 24 hours in the last couple of weeks in the semester. So someone sleep here, eat here. But this is common in overall good schools in your architectural school in Hong Kong or somewhere is the same. Yeah. And please bear in mind, as I said, we are a research institution. We need to train you to be able to develop different URLs through research. Yeah. Everyone, no matter which discipline you take, you will join the research class in year 3. Yeah. So this is the basic so-called study pattern in year 3. Yeah. So you can take a look. Yeah. I already talked about the major change, so it should be fine. Yeah. I won't spend on that because we are having the time today. So lastly is we will have the internship or exchange at Sem 3 or year 3 Sem 2. Depends on the choice. And this is the year 4 program, the year 4 pattern. I do hope you won't have Sem 3. For those who have trouble to finish all the practice, you may need to come back at Sem 3 or even year 5. Yeah. Please don't do it. Don't spend too much time on that. Yeah. So this is the electives that currently we may offer. Now, may offer, doesn't mean that we will offer, but this is a group of electives that we can offer. I didn't show the others because this is only the electives that offered by product design discipline and industrial design discipline. Yeah. You can also take other electives from other programs here in School of Design, as well as programs for the subjects offered by other programs in our universities, say biomedical engineering or the humanities school. Yeah. So this is the future career that you can imagine. One is a very typical type of job which you can serve a consultancy firm. You need to learn how to deal with different types of clients, from marketing research to branding to at the end how to support them to produce a product manufacturing. It depends on the scope of the work set defined by clients. And some students go to develop their own business based on, let's say, they based on their final-year project and then get funding and then keep growing it and until they build up their own company focusing on healthcare technologies. And because that's the trend as well. A lot of product designers are very good at user research. Usually we are quite keen on understanding how people understand the world, how to solve the real world problems. And because the technology is more available, some of our graduates will develop their surface for this area, for like using AR or VR technologies to solve serve their client. Yeah. Although science, they are not no longer focusing on product design this expertise, but in fact In fact, it's more or less like the same because we also need to build a 3D model and understand how the physical world working and how we can use VR technologies to support the experience of the users. And of course, it doesn't mean that we can come up with all the ideas on your own. Bear in mind, the works that you see here are collaborative works. Even you can work with engineers, programmers, or even for physiotherapies or occupational therapies. Right. So another very niche area is some students go to work for on medical product development. This is also what you can think about in the future. Regarding some special case, from time to time we have graduates who go to study abroad because we don't have transportation design master here. For those who really like to work on transportation design, usually we say that we will encourage you to go abroad, and then you will have a chance to approach to or expose to different international brands. Like nowadays, we have graduates who are working at Mercedes-Benz. One is working on commercial truck. One is working on other things. I forgot. But they are in Europe now. We have also graduates who are the top senior at Porsche Design. This is funny. We have a VP, Vice President of Ford, who are our top senior graduates in the old days. Yeah. So regarding the portfolio, this is I think very important for everyone who would like to apply our course. You can show us different things. Yeah. Although our website also gives you some instructions, you can consider to prepare your work in 3 ways. One, of course, you may share with us your school projects. Yeah, how you handle your project. Let's say user scenario study, proof of concept, or how you evaluate your design. So that's one thing. Okay, you can tell us your project. And second is we do believe a designers or a visual thinker. Here we treat everyone as a visual thinker. We use the visual diary or log to capture your ways of thinking. It could not be directly related to product design, it's fine. Yeah. As long as you find anything that you find interesting, it's also okay. Let's say if you are interested in these types of very funny traditional logic, or okay, Chinese medicine, or something that you like, like dancing is also okay. Yeah. We would like to see your another side out of the campus. All right. So if you say I'm a very good guy who make very good dishes of food, yeah, I like to become a chef as well in future. It's fine. And then lastly is maybe if you have some personal projects, you can also, I highly encourage, show us your personal projects out of your current school, right? Or your initiatives, or something that you work with your friends. Say I like craft some types of craftsmanship, or I have a new study that initiated by myself. I want to study the culture of Hong Kong, or like the Cha Chan Ten culture. Okay, it's also fine, because we like to see different interests. We don't want to take the same group of students. We want to see a spectrum of students. So if you think I am very boring, then this is a problem. Please come up with some crazy ideas. Because you are young, don't try to come up with some ideas like this. Sometimes this idea is quite serious. It's serious. Although when I was a student in year 3, in the summer I also worked for a company who deal with medical equipment. It's quite serious. But at the same time, when I was not in a student mode, I do some other interesting stuff. Yeah. Okay. So, any questions regarding the preparation of the portfolio or any other questions that relate to our discipline? It's easy to ask. We still have 5 minutes, right?
Morning, Professor Lee. My name is Alvin from HKDI Poly Design in Tuesday. I want to ask a question, please. On the AI is a trend, we cannot escape from AI. How to be a professional poly design when we in the future we may face our jobs will be affected by AI?
There are 2 dimensions. Well, because I also have a chat with some of my friends who is now in toy industries. Because you may not know, toy industry in Hong Kong is quite big. It's one of the biggest industries in the world. So a lot of graduates who work for toys in Hong Kong. I asked one of the questions to my friend, who is the senior or one of the companies. I asked how AI affect them. And he think maybe around 2 seconds, and he said not much affected, because when we thinking about toy is related to the development of a kid. Say every kid, let's say 3 years old kid, let's take an example. When we, as a parent, when we plan to buy a kid, toys for a kid, we are talking about the what's the purpose of the toy. Say if you expect the toy to train the kids' understanding of color. No matter AI or what technologies is all about, still we need to understand what is really the color to the kids, and also from the so-called the brain science or development science of our brain, how we can articulate the object. Like I say, a toy is an object. How the kids can interact with that object. At the same time, they can build up the understanding of the world, including color. So this is about cognitive development of our brain. What I think the most important here is from this discussion with him is that as a designer, we need to have more knowledge to understand peoples or even animals. You say how I train my dog, or my cat. Would it affect by AI? I don't think this is the most important part. I think the first important issue is what's the basic concepts and what's the needs. And the AI could be a tool that will help you to realize some concepts. Or you can embed AI. Let's say, at the end I may come up with an AI dog, right? But is it the purpose? It may exist, AI dog, but maybe I still need some product to support a real dog. This is may not directly related to AI. This is one of the dimensions. Another dimension is more or less similar aspect is how we use AI. We are not designed for the AI world. We are trying to think about how we design something for human with AI. So if you are afraid of the replacement of AI, that's definitely, it already happened in the old days. When I was a student, you may not be able to imagine. My first thesis that I used typewriter. I didn't use computer. And then in year 2, then I changed to use computer. And then in year 3, I already used the most advanced 3-dimensional software. My skill set when I use the hand drawing is already somehow being totally what we call devalued. So this is a skill set. Hand is a skill set. But how we use the new AI tool to help you to realize your ideas is more important. Then the high level question is, what's the idea? how the idea is coming from. It's not the AI can confirm you, although he can help you to give you some framework or some suggestions. But when we talk about real world, then you still need to go to, let's say, how to serve an elderly group. I still need to go to the elderly home and talk to the elderly. And then observe how they use the face, how my grandma cook, let's say. If she has dementia, what we can do. If there are a lot of elderly having trouble to cook or live on their own, then what technologies can help? Yeah, I remember, I think you may hear the news, a elderly 70-some years old just passed away. No one knows she passed away until someone smelled strange smell. Okay? So be confident and try to explore different things. So I think time is up. So if you have further questions, you can email me. Yeah, you can go online and check. It doesn't here. So thanks for coming in back. Looking forward to see you in campus in future.